You know what's so interesting is that this is something that many people are quoting, and they're saying this is racial. This is what, black people against white people against black people. And when things like this happen in this world, there are so many opinions that rise up out of the woodwork, and they tell you, here's what I think, here's what my thoughts are. And there's truth that needs to be revealed, yes. But the first and foremost thing that we need to understand is that above your truth or my truth or the news station's truth there is the truth, and that's found in the Bible. So today I want you to watch this, and then I'm going to cover my thoughts on it. This is what happened just this past week in Frisco, Texas, right where Dallas is. And if you don't know where Dallas is, it's in Texas. Texas, is it the second biggest state? Is Alaska in like region-wise bigger? I think Alaska's bigger. But Texas, huge state. If you're watching this from out of country, whatever, listen. This young boy right here, his name is Austin Metcalf. The kid right next to him on the left where my mouse is, that's his brother. And not just his brother, his twin brother. Twin brother. And then over here, this is a kid named Carmelo Anthony. No, not the basketball player. Carmelo Anthony tragically killed Austin Metcalf this past week. Yeah, you heard me right. Killed him. And he killed him. I'll just let you watch the video. Okay, here I have it right here. Check this out. This is the kid. He was a football player, the MVP on this team. And listen what they have to say.
Austin Metcalf was voted MVP of the Frisco Memorial High School varsity football team. The linebacker held a near-perfect GPA and was in the National Honor Society.
He was on the right track. He was doing everything right. I was so proud.
Jeff Metcalf never imagined that his son's future would be cut short.
I'm still in shock.
Wednesday morning, Austin Metcalf was at a District 11 5A track meet at Kirkendall Stadium. Around 10 a.m., Frisco police say 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony stabbed Metcalf in the chest after some sort of fight. Jeff Metcalf says it was Austin's twin brother, Hunter Metcalf, who tried to save him.
And his brother was holding him, trying to hold the blood in, and he passed.
Wow.
My son watched his brother die in his arms.
And that was his twin brother, not just his brother. It's different when you have a brother that's 5 years apart from you and when you have a twin brother, because you are literally united and linked up together in the womb. Like, there's a special bond there that if a brother who is, 10 years younger than you, even a year younger than you, it wouldn't sting as bad in your heart because you've been together literally from the womb, like literally from conception. Think about that. You think about that. From conception. Let's keep watching.
It's unclear how Anthony got the knife into the meat or what exactly led up to the fight. Anthony is now facing first-degree murder charges. And Jeff Metcalf...
It was the best weekend ever.
...is only left with memories.
Wow.
I was able to watch and be blessed so much. But having both my sons are amazing.
When Jeff Metcalf was diagnosed with cancer...
Check out his shirt. It says, GOAT, God over all things. He's obviously a Christian, and I want you to hear something else he has to say. I'll play it to you right after this video.
Years ago, his boys were his strength.
Wow. Look at that. That's so tragic, so sad.
Now cancer-free, it's his faith that's keeping him strong.
And when I kissed his forehead today, as his body was cold, I ran my fingers through his hair. I told him it's not goodbye. It's see you later.
Wow.
I'll join you at some point too, son.
See you later.
Beat me to this place.
You just beat me to this place. What is he talking about? He's talking about heaven. They're obviously a Christian family. Now, this is the kid, Carmelo Anthony, that actually took Austin Metcalf's life. And, as you saw there, I don't think they said in that video, almost 4.0 GPA. National Honor Society, an MVP at Frisco Memorial Football. They actually said his mother came out and said that he had scholarships awaiting for him, or college people looking at him for a prospect for his college. Where are my words today? Austin, 17, was fatally stabbed in the chest by this kid, Carmelo Anthony. Now, there's something you need to understand about this, and I'll play it to you because it's probably an agenda you never even thought of, and there's some clarification there. But listen to what the brother had to say about this. So the dad said that we have faith in God, and then this is the twin brother. And this is right after it happened. Check this out.
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not gonna talk about the rest. So just that's just what I saw. And I tried to help him, but
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless.
Wow.
Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that like that.
So it's over just a senseless argument is what he's saying.
Man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid.
And then this is a little bit of a longer video, but I want you to watch this. This is from a news broadcast, Fox News actually. They interviewed him live, and this is his mother. I don't know if the mother and father are still together. They may be divorced, but I don't know. It just seems like none of the pictures really have them together anymore. And then it showed the picture of them as kids, and it was just the father. So I don't know. I'm not trying to jump to assumptions, but, it seems like they still have a relationship with their mother, and the mother's probably grieving at this, if not the most.
I saw him about to fall. I went to go over there. I grabbed him. I see. Frisco.
Yeah, I understand. Best I can to understand.
Yeah, it was. You can see. You can picture what happened when what was coming out of his chest, and
yeah.
Y'all can visualize this. That's all I want to put down my mom right now, but. I pushed my hand on there, trying to make it stop, and I grabbed his head and I looked in his eyes. I just saw his soul leave, and it took my soul too.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But I have seen interviews with your husband in the last 24 hours, and it was remarkable to me that I heard your husband say, within hours of this, that he forgave this other young man, and he got there so quickly. And I honestly don't know that I could, and I just want to see.
That's what I'll play you, and I think I said I'll play for you the next video, but I think just got to other videos. Listen, I'll play it to you here before we go. How the dad actually comes out and says something very, very mature. He says, "We forgive the kid." How that's hard. How do you forgive the kid right after this happens? He forgave the Carmelo kid who killed his son. Forgave them. How do you do that? Let's keep watching.
And I don't know if there's a right or a wrong place to be, especially as quickly as this has happened. Megan, how do you feel on that front today?
I am not like their dad. I am so angry at that boy. It's just not fair. That's all I have.
I understand.
Wow. I'd like to say it's forgave, not forgotten, but I'm not at that point yet to forgive that kid for what he did to my brother. Because, 17 years my best friend just there and in the blink of an eye, I lost him. So I'm not at that point.
Wow. He said, "I forgave him, but not forgot it," It's so tragic, like, how do you even put this into words, So this is the video. I'm going to play it for you. Check it out.
He died in his brother's arms. They were twins, identical twins. And his brother was holding on to him, trying to make it stop bleeding. And he died in his brother's arms. And I rushed up there, and I saw him on the gurney. And I could tell. They said he wasn't breathing. I could see all the blood. And I saw where the wound was.
Austin, his father shares, was born 2 minutes before his twin brother Hunter, the two inseparable, as you can imagine. Austin is being remembered as an outstanding student at Memorial High, his football team's MVP, and a young man of faith. His father grappling with loss and forgiveness.
I'm not trying to judge, but what kind of parents did this child have? What was he taught? He brought a knife to a track meet, and he murdered my son by stabbing him in the heart. The guy was in the wrong place. They asked him to move, and he bowed up. This is murder. I don't know. I know they have someone in custody.
Yeah, you do.
And you know what? I already forgive this person. Already. God takes care of things. God's going to take care of me. God's going to take care of my family.
Wow.
He died in his brother's arms. They were twins, identical twins. And
sorry. What did he say? He said, I already forgave this person. That's actually amazing. That's something Christianity and whole needs. We need forgiveness like this man has forgiveness. And it may be a little bit different, like the mom said, I don't forgive him yet, the son, you know. But the dad is leading the family in the right way by showing forgiveness to this young child. And this is the last video that I'll show you. But it actually says, I simply cannot imagine being a father and going on national television one day after your son was stabbed to death by a black kid to grovel like this. Utterly despicable. Now, that's what this person says. I just want to hear I just want you to hear this, and we'll talk about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But this is what the father said. He said that this was not a race thing. Let me go full screen here and play it for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
I want to clarify something right off the start because I've already heard some rumors and some gossip. This was not a race thing, and this is not a political thing. Please do not comment if you do not know what happened. Do not turn this into a racial thing. It was not. Do not politicize this. It's not. This is a human being thing. This person made a bad choice, and it affected both his family and my family forever. I want to clarify something.
So it says, I just want to clarify this. This was a human being thing, not a race thing. And that's the thing. Many people will take things that happen like this, and they'll try to pin races against each other. When you've got to realize, if you don't know the full story, you shouldn't make assumptions like that. You don't know what happened, the full story of everything. I'm not at all trying to justify that kid. It was utterly wrong and demonic what he did. But what the dad came out and said, this was not a race thing. I do appreciate the dad for saying that. Because in times of crisis like this, we cannot have races coming against each other and trying to pin one against black people against white people against black people, whatever race, whatever ethnic group you're in. We need to all come together and realize in every single race, there are evil, wicked, demonic people, demonic-driven people. In every race, every single color of skin, every single background of people, they all have some sort, in every race, some sort of people in that race that have demonic-driven spirits in them. And we just got to understand, it's only by the blood of Jesus that you can get that out. So this is crazy. It just shows you there's real darkness in the world, and you need to wake up. I encourage every one of you watching this, if you're not right with God, get right with God. Get right with God. Make up your mind. I'm repenting of sin, and I'm coming to God, because the Bible says no man is promised tomorrow. It's absolutely tragic what happened, but it needs to wake you up to the reality of the time that we live in. Hey, we need to get right for Jesus right now. But hey, let's talk about it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts on all this is. You've got to understand there's real darkness in this world, but we have to shine brighter than the darkness as the light. Because can the darkness co-align, whatever that word is, with darkness? Can the light Can the light live with darkness? That's what I'm trying to say. No. We have to be the light, and we have to be a city set upon a hill, shining brighter than any darkness in this world. And this terrible agenda the devil has to take out this young generation by any means possible, we have to combat it. We have to combat this. We have to stand against this with the power of God. So I hope that you enjoyed this video today. Let me know what you think about in the chat down below. And remember, this is a new channel. If you wouldn't mind subscribing and hitting that like button, this really helps out this new channel. Subscribe to this channel. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.